Are you looking for peace of mind at your doorstep? Look no further. With the Blink Video Doorbell, your home's entrance is always within your control. Check out the link in the video description to learn more and get your Blink Video Doorbell on Amazon. Your home is in your hands.
Nigel Farage's girlfriend Laure Ferrari was by his side through the night as he romped home in Clacton-on-Sea on his 8th attempt to become a MP. Laure wore a white dress and an iridescent turquoise lamé mac that matched the color of the Reform logo as both enjoyed a glass of fizz at a victory party on the Essex Riviera. The party leader won in the seaside town in the early hours after Reform beat the Tories to finish second in a string of constituencies and won 3 other seats. And by his side throughout the night was Laure, who first met her Brexiteer beau in 2007 when he was a MEP in Brussels and she waited tables in a Strasbourg restaurant. But one former associate of Mr. Farage claimed today, Nigel will hate being an MP. He has no interest in casework. And knowing what Laure was like in Brussels, I feel sorry for the people of Clacton. All she did was go to lunch. Until now, Mr. Farage's secret weapon and long-term girlfriend, who is 15 years his junior, stayed away from his late campaign dash in Essex and around the country. But behind the scenes she has been secretly whipping the Reform leader into shape by ordering him to cut back on the pints, cigarettes, and lose some weight. Mr. Farage, who won the Clacton seat with 21,225 votes compared to the Tories' 12,820, said he and his party had sparked a political earthquake that marks the beginning of the end for the Tory party. He told reporters, "This is just the first step. I set out with a goal to win millions of votes, to get a bridgehead in Parliament, and that's what we've done, so I'm very pleased." Asked where the Reform movement goes from here, he said, "Forwards rapidly, very rapidly. I mean, look, I've got some things to do. I've got to professionalize it. I've got to democratize it. I've got to get rid of a few idiots that found it too easy to get on board. They will all go, they will all go. This will be a non-racist, non-sectarian party. Absolutely, and I give my word on that." On the Conservative Party, Mr. Farage added, "They've been around for 190 years. They've been amazingly resilient. But this could be, I think this is the beginning of the end of the Conservative Party." Like the Reform leader's 2 ex-wives, Laure has kept a low profile, but there was shock when she decided to appear on live TV in front of millions to meet her partner, 15 years her senior, after he came third in I'm a Celebrity last December. But in recent months Laure and Nigel posed on the red carpet as they attended the Inspiration Awards for Women 2024 in London and did the same at a polo event at the end of May. There was shock when Ms. Ferrari was one of those flown out to Australia ahead of the show's finale, which saw reality star Sam Thompson take the crown and boxer Tony Bellew finish second. Some claimed Nigel was shocked herself. Mr. Farage and Ms. Ferrari have been together since 2017 after they were spotted at his London home after he moved out of the family home in Kent and dancing together at a Brexit anniversary party. Despite the yawning gap in their ages and roles, Ms. Ferrari told Mail Online before her trip to the jungle last year, "I was first attracted to Nigel's values as a man. He has loyalty, empathy, and never breaks his promises. I find that very attractive." She has also been credited with helping Nigel lose weight and get healthier, mainly through cutting down on pints and cigarettes, although not completely. They first met in 2007, when Nigel was a MEP in Brussels. Laure began working for Mr. Farage and fellow UKIP MEP Godfrey Bloom after meeting them in the Strasbourg restaurant, where she waited tables. Describing what happened, she said previously, "I met these 2 MEPs and we started talking about politics. The 2 Brits have no hierarchy and neither of them comes from a political background." In June 2013, Ms. Ferrari posted on Twitter a link to a newspaper feature asking why do more women want to bed Nigel Farage over David Cameron? But it was only 4 years later that their working relationship became romantic and more political. She was originally Mr. Bloom's parliamentary assistant, then head of public relations to a European Parliament grouping led by Mr. Farage, and was a candidate for a small right-wing party known as Débat La République, Arise the Republic, at European elections in 2014. The party, later renamed Débat La France, was one of 10 N.